Yeah. Let's go. Leave a VVR. You ready, bro? Whoa.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's do a day 8 update from John Muir Trail. I'm gonna do this while walking because I got started about 30 minutes late from camp today, later than I fully wanted to. So I'm walking down from where I camped last night. Last night I camped at Sanger Creek, which is just a couple miles out of Muir Trail Ranch. I did not hit my goal yesterday. Yesterday morning, woke up at VVR, Vermilion Valley Ranch, and I had a horrible night's sleep. I woke up in the middle of the night at about 1 a.m. and just thought I was gonna vomit. I'm not exactly sure what it was that was causing it. I ate a bunch of meals at VVR and they were great, but I think I ate too much red meat while I was there, or just too much rich food, and my body wasn't having it. And so I was up from about 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. and I told myself that if I vomited, I was leaving for sure. And I didn't. A guy, Gabriel, who I've been hiking with, who I met on the way to VVR, was able to give me some medicine, and that's like basically stopped the desire to vomit. And I was able to get a couple more hours rest, woke up in the morning and said, all right, let's continue to press on. Let's keep moving forward in this hike. So we didn't wait around for the ferry. You can wait around for the ferry that leaves at 9, and that'll take you back to where it picked you up at the corner of Lake Edison. What we decided to do was take Bear Ridge Trail, which is a 5-mile hike, and that cuts us back into the JMT. So we took Bear Ridge Trail up and we hoofed it yesterday. The second half here is where I've really been planning to do more miles. This is where I've been putting 20-mile days on. But I got started at the trailhead at 8:30, which my new plan was to hike from 7:30 to about 6 or 7. And we were making great time, great miles, saw some beautiful places. Bear Creek is phenomenal. I really wish I had scheduled more time in this trip to fish. And yesterday while I was walking, I began to process a couple things. And one of those things is my itinerary for completing the John Muir Trail is too quick. It's too aggressive. I knew coming in I had an aggressive plan, but yesterday it just really hit me that it's just too aggressive. And yesterday I kind of vacillated back and forth between missing my family and wanting to finish the trail. And that was really weighing heavy on my mind yesterday. This is the longest I've been away from my family. My kids are starting school next week. The way everything's planned out is I'm gonna miss their school start. And that was just tough for me yesterday. And so I found myself not enjoying the trail as much. We were at these beautiful lakes. If you get, I think it's right by Selden Pass, Lake Marie, Heart Lake, Sally Keys Lake. I mean, you just have these beautiful lakes in there. And my heart wasn't there. My heart wasn't focused and it wasn't thinking it through. And I had to really kind of ask myself, sort of, what's the why? What is the major why? Is the major why that I finish the trail so I can go home and say I hiked the John Muir Trail. And so yeah, a lot of processing yesterday. You know, we dipped in the water a couple times, but these lakes up here are phenomenal, super phenomenal. And yesterday we were supposed to make it, I was supposed to make it to Muir Trail Ranch. That was part of the original goal, and that didn't happen. So it was kind of interesting. I'm in this like beautiful place, and I'm hiking 2 passes a day, and I'm pushing my body, and I'm seeing what my body can do, but I'm not joyful. And I don't think that's the reason for being out here. Yesterday morning, I was able to tape up all my blisters, and I thought, all right, great, here we go. This is gonna be so much better. And within a couple miles, I got another blister on my heel. So I'm kind of nursing 6 different spots on my feet that I just didn't expect. I've never had this issue. I've even worn these shoes that I'm wearing a ton. And so I just don't understand it. But what I have enjoyed is being in this beautiful place. And as I said, as to hike out to start out on this journey, to start it solo, the first couple of days I really had to wrestle with just thoughts and conversations and where I'm at and what's going on. And you know, it's super good. Dude, you down there? Dude, I'm just talking to my camera. Gabriel, who I've been hiking with for the last couple of days, is down there. He just told me he loved me. Super encouraging dude. We met another guy again, Austin. I think I told you about him. I met Austin several days ago, and dude, just hiking, saw him eating. Then when we stopped for lunch, he came and hung with us and hiked for several miles. But yesterday was close to like a 20-mile day, and my watch told me this is your longest hiking record. This is the most calories you've ever burned, and you know, it's giving me all these stats and all these great things. And yesterday, what my heart was balancing was, do I want to be here on the trail, or do I want to be with my family? And that was something that I really wanted to lay down with last night. We got into camp. It was this great, secluded little camp, just the 2 of us. Gabriel and I decided to hike together all day yesterday. Great little spot to stop, near water. I like to camp near water. I like to have that ability, but we were eating dinner in the dark at 8 o'clock, and that's when it just hit me. This timeline that I've created is too aggressive. And I've probably said this already, so if, you know, just repeating myself here in these videos is, you know, if I was to do the John Muir Trail again, if I had a chance to do it in a couple of years again, I would do it in 21 days minimum. You really get time to slow down and to see. I would also choose several people who I wanted to be with, you know, maybe some friends, some guys who I like to hike with. My son, I would love to bring my son out on this trip and to be able to slow down and enjoy this. But as of today, this is the longest that I've been away on a backpacking trip, no cell service. So there's positives and negatives. There's tons of beauty out here. As I'm filming this, I'm walking down to MTR, which is Muir Trail Ranch, and gonna see what my options are. Maybe hike a couple more days, maybe even try to get out today. I'm gonna see if I can talk to some of the staff at MTR and see what some of those options are. I'll give you some more info as I do another video based on today and what happens, but that's where I'm at. I really want to see the Evolution Valley. I've heard great things about that. So we'll see what happens, but there's my recap, I think for day 8. I know I said it in the beginning on the John Muir Trail.